We couldn't wake you up.
Are you all right, Father?
I am fine now. I think. Florn and Eno, go back to bed. The night is not over.
There will be a war tomorrow?
The talks with Markash went nowhere. We have orders to march at sunrise.
You will be fighting brothers?
Yes, some Stone Knights vowed to defend the Whispering Temple against anything. Even the Empire, it seems.
Why would the Whispering Priests challenge the Empire? They were the first covenant of the Earth Elementals. Their elders swore allegiance to Lorn himself, didn't they?
I don't know. Our orders are to break this rebellion and capture Markash alive. We must bring him back to Silmalaris, to the Emperor himself.
Will it be a long war?
It shouldn't. We brought many mercenaries, and the Whispering Temple was not built as a fortress, but they control the region and had time to prepare.
Will it be a dangerous war?
I have been assigned to a blockade. Unless they try to break through, I shouldn't see much fighting.
Still, you are worried. I can feel it.
I am a warrior. I have always been, but this time, I am a warrior with a family.
Ha! Corin, this way, son. The beer's waiting for you.
General, Laj.
Good to see you alive, Lorn Knight.
So, our commander was really pleased with our little stroll in the sand. Seems we are among the few cohorts which managed to accomplish their mission on this day.
Yes, I have heard that too. The Whispering Priests seem better prepared than expected.
Exactly. Always the same. I have always seen the Empire underestimating its enemies.
I guess as a general, you had the chance to report that.
Sure he did.
Oh yes, that's why you are talking to a general commanding only a cohort, son. But I have news for you. Good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
The good news, I guess.
The good news is that you have been confirmed in the rank of captain, which comes with a nice uniform, more gold at the end of the moon, and an Alliance stone. The Alliance stone is the interesting trinket, really, but we will get to it tomorrow, in the field.
And the bad news?
The bad news is that you are a captain, attached to my cohort. So you will have to keep serving under me for the rest of this campaign. Expect the worst missions to be coming our way.
Well, always better than guarding a useless blockade, isn't it?
That's the spirit, son. Now empty that bock. Laj doesn't drink. One officer that doesn't drink is enough in my cohort.
You're not drinking with your general tonight? Celebrating victory?
No, I need some rest. We have yet another assignment tomorrow. And I wanted to spend some time with my two little monsters.
Ooh! Dad, we are not monsters. We are little girls now. Yes, little girls that are not allowed to play outside during the day.
Told you girls, it's too dangerous. The sun is burning and there are scorpions and snakes.
When do we leave this place, Father? Will you win the war soon?
We should, Enel. We are moving closer to the temple tomorrow. I won't be back for several days. Not until we have captured Markash.
Evil, evil Markash. Because of him, you are never with us, and Mommy is worried all the time. So we can't get out, and we get punished more because she is not happy. That's not fair.
Flawn, the last punishment you got was for breaking a pile of plates. It's not Markish who didn't look where he was going. It's you.
How many plates, Florn?
5. But it's not my fault, and Nell had piled them up with the spoons. Not true. I had put all the spoons on the top plate.
Enough, girls. Now kiss us goodnight and go to bed.
Can we read a bit? Jasmine brought us the tales of the Green Sinking Queen. Ooh, please, please?
All right, but one tale only. After that, you sleep. Promise?
We promise. Come, Flawn. We will read the story with the sea lotus.
And we didn't even get a kiss.
They're going to miss you, you know. And I'm going to miss you too.
I know. And the end of this campaign will be dangerous. I didn't want to talk about that in front of the girls. If something happens, you must seek Jern. We have set a pact. He will take care of you 3.
And if something bad happens to him, we will take care of his boy. I know, I prefer not to think about it.
He is like me, a stray dog out of nowhere. No parents, no one to protect his family.
You are not a stray dog. You are my wolf.
Come here, my lioness.
The victor of the Bastion battle. We have been waiting for you.
The Lord Knight is at your service, my commander.
We have no doubt about your loyalty, Kornlon Ka. This is why you stand in front of us.
Meet Advisor Santra, Lord Knight. She is the eyes and the ears of the Emperor in this war, and also a high-ranking member of the Noble Chamber.
I'll get straight to the point, Captain. This war has already lasted for too long, and it creates ripples in a pond that we want to keep calm. So you are going to help me calm the waters and give us both a chance to look pretty in it.
Pardon me, Advisor. I am a Lord Knight. I serve the Emperor, not the nobles.
I know, so you will remain under the authority of Commander Ensign, but you will respond directly to me for non-military matters. Especially those related to the capture, restraint, and transport of Stone Talker Markash. Remember that his capture is the sole objective of this war.
Is it not to quell the rebellion?
We have to fight these rebels to get to Markash, but destroying them would not be good for the Empire. As soon as the Stone Talker is no longer leading them, the rebellion will wither and die.
Now that you have destroyed the Temple's last bastion, we could lead a frontal assault.
But we don't want to crush the temple with all our might. That could light a fire, a mass rebellion in the region, and the rest of the wide south.
We can't regroup all our troops, or even show signs of that. We must keep our armies in the villages they control, and in the forts they hold.
It means we need someone to move close to the temple with a small troop, set up a discreet camp nearby, and operate from it.
General Tallius?
No, not General Tallius, no. We can't officially involve a general in this adventure. It will be conducted by an impetuous captain seeking glory and overstepping orders. You, Kornlon Ka.
General Tallius has served the Empire all his life. It was time for him to enjoy retirement. and peace. He is already on his way to Silmalaris to hang his Lornsword in the Hall of Heroes and receive a land gift from the hands of the Emperor himself.
A fitting reward for a faithful servant of the Empire.
What about his Black Hand, Laj?
From now on, Laj is your Black Hand. You will need his skills.
And his advice.
What do you think about that, Captain? Will you accept this mission for the Empire?
If you order me to, Commander, I will.
We won't order anything, Captain. You are attacking the Whispering Temple on your own initiative, for fame and glory. And if you succeed in capturing Markash, fame and glory you will collect indeed.
So much that I won't have any other choice than to raise you to the rank of General, Captain.
Or even something more. But we will see that when Markash lies in chains on the floor of the noble chamber.
I will serve the Empire the way it must be, Commander. But I have one demand for you, Advisor.
Speak.
If I don't come back from this, I want your word that my family will be treated as retainers of the throne.
If you die in your illicit attempt to seek personal glory, the throne won't be able to endorse your actions and officially protect your family. That said, I have personal ties with the Heir Covenant. I can make sure your daughters will be accepted as Sisters of the Wind, while your wife will be given a priestess position in one of their temples. You have my word on that. Does it close the matter, Captain?
It does. I will execute this mission.
Then it is settled. Commander Ensign will see the details with your Black Hand. Bring me Markash, General Lanka.
Stone Talker Markash, you will be treated as a prisoner of the Empire and remain under my guard and protection. You will retain some privileges due to your rank.
You are a Lon Knight, aren't you? You bear the name of the first Emperor, and yet you chain me like a dog. How ignorant have they made you?
You rebelled against the Empire. You chose your fate.
The Empire was forged by the Great Alliance. The alliance with all 5 elemental covenants.
That was centuries ago.
This was 315 years ago. I was there, young knight. I stood by Lorn's side when he heard the Stone Whispers, when Earth Priests became his allies. Allies, not servants, not slaves.
No one lives that long.
Some live much longer than they wish, and others live longer than they should. Why do you think the Empire sent you here?
Because you rebelled against its authority.
No, we rebelled against your nobles. Your so-called nobles who demanded more and more from us, solely for their personal gain. What do you think lies in this deserted place? Vast cities to control? Riches? Food to sustain armies? Nothing. There is nothing of value in the desert of Nolok. Only sand and stones. But some of these stones, they are soul crystals. That's what your scared nobles want.
Soul crystals?
You have never heard of them, have you? You're just a dog sent by his master to bring back a stick. You don't even know the value of that stick. Soul crystals can be used to extend life. Destroying them is sacrilege, and you only regain a few years. But your nobles are so afraid of death that they keep abusing them again and again. So we said, enough. Enough corruption. Enough defiling of our sacred stones. This is not the spirit of the Great Alliance. This is not the Lorn Empire we helped to build.
You might have a chance to tell that to the Emperor himself. I am escorting you to Silmalaris. I have my orders.
Of course you have your orders, Lord Knight. That's all you will ever have.
Are you wounded, Captain?
Scratches. Nothing deep, my general.
Your hair is full of blood.
Yes, it stopped dripping by itself, so it can't be too serious. I'm fine. If I may ask, what was that, General? Are we at war with the Wild?
Not that I knew, no. But I guess we are now. At least, we won't be fighting brothers, like in the wide south.
The War of the Whispering Stones, wasn't it?
Not really a war, a rebellion. It ended when we brought Markosh back to the throne.
What happened to him?
I don't know. It all went quickly. I was made a general. We were given a house in the officer district of Silmalaris. Then, as quickly as that, I was given my marching orders to Algarak.
Do you think the Empire knew about wild clans in this region?
No, the Empire would have sent us straight at them, and sent us prepared. I don't know, but it looked like someone wanted me far from Silmalaris, as fast as possible.
Yes, marching 2 days before the celebrations of Oryenka. That was rushing it.
I met my wife during the Oryenkas, 10 summers ago.
I never really liked them. Too much music and dancing for my taste.
No music?
No, I was only interested in the arcane arts when I was young. It was something I could control, have power over. Most Oryenkas, I spent them in my parents' cellar, rehearsing the 49 gestures, training my air influence on our poor cats.
That's how you became a Wind Maiden, joined the army, fought the Gojan Rebellion, and became one of our youngest captains. Yes, I spoke with your temple elder before we left. What he didn't tell me was the mistake you made to end up serving a freshly promoted general promptly banished to the freezing north.
Are you sure you want to know, my general?
Laj could find out, but I'd rather hear it from you, yes.
That's simple. I slept with the wrong person.
One of your men?
A superior.
Your general?
No, his wife.
Oh, well. It had nothing to do with the battlefield, which means I can still trust you with my life. We are good, Captain.
Thank you, my general.
Truth is, we are not that good. Stranded in this snow. Limited supplies, no place to hide. Very little knowledge of what we have on our hands. Let's see what Laj will learn. But it looks like we will need all the trust we can find, Captain.
At least we are far from Silmalaris politics.
Yes, yes. That's something, at least.
Why would the Wild want to destroy this place?
I have no idea, but it's an Empire village. We have to defend it.
If it's the right place.
Nilroga. That's what the signs on that tablet meant.
Their pack leader died, clutching that tablet. It's the real deal.
There is nothing else with a similar name in this region. This has to be the right Nilroga.
So, we're going to defend an unknown village from an army we don't know much about?
Our mission was to reinforce Olgarak, not to conduct a war against the Wild, General.
Our mission is to defend the Empire, Lodge. Defend the people under our protection and respecting the Lorn peace. We can't let a horde kill and burn while we pass nearby, turning our heads away. We are the swords of the Emperor, but we are also the shields of the people. That's our duty, our honor.
Of course, but that doesn't tell us why the Wild would want to destroy Nilroga. There's nothing important here. Not even a trading post, not much to plunder, not much to eat even.
Attacking Olgarak would have made more sense.
Why? Because Olgarak is built around a pool of chaos? No. Chaos is a concern to us, but the Wild doesn't care about it. They wouldn't start a war with the Empire just to control one of these pools.
Chaos is not a concern. It's a monstrosity. The destroyer of worlds, the end of elemental equilibrium.
Maybe, but we have controlled that pool for a century, and no one has tried to take it back. No Chaos Horde, not a single barbarian tribe, and yet these pools mean something to them. Why would the Wild go after it? Anyway, our new mission is Nilroga, saving the men, women, and children who live there. There must be blockades all around the valley. We can't escort everyone to safety. The Wild would attack us when we are on the move, in the open, defenseless. We are going to make a stand here. We are going to fortify this place as much as we can and push their assault back.
Are you sure you want to commit all our resources and troops, General?
Yes, I am certain of that. They will come in hard. They planned all this carefully. Lodge, set up watches all around the village. Lasia, you will oversee the fortification works. Make sure each entry is covered by at least one tower. Also, fortify the mining outpost to the north. We should keep it running as long as possible.
It will be done, General.
His orders were to reinforce Olgarak.
I know.
All these men wasted just to save farmers and hunters.
I know, Commander.
We must make an example of him.
Yes, I agree.
Right. We will publicly blame him, strip him of his titles, and cast him out of the army.
Yes, we are going to make it public, Commander. The Elemental Elders are going to publicly make him a Sun Knight.
What? Is this a...
And you will personally grant him the Emperor's Mark, making him a marked general of the Lorn Empire.
To this wild dog?
To the hero of Nilroga, Commander. The nobles need heroes. The people living under Lorn peace, love, heroes. And the Emperor wants it. This is already decided.
I will never...
You will do what you are told, as a loyal soldier obeying his Emperor. Don't look at me like that. You're not a child anymore, are you? This is how an empire works, Commander. Pleasing the many so a few can steer it. You met with the Emperor after the ceremony?
I did.
How was he?
Well, He looked kind of tired. He didn't speak. Commander Ensign gave me the mark. It was short, silent.
At least you got to see the Emperor. I didn't have that privilege. You know, I've been made a Storm Maiden, ascension ritual, like yours.
Of course, but even if you serve in the army, you are still under the authority of the elders, not the Emperor. That must be why you were not presented to him.
One of the Emperor's daughters attended my ascension. I think she is destined to join the Air Covenant. Lead it one day, probably.
So, Storm Maiden. That's the third rank of immortality. Same as a Sun Knight, isn't it?
Immortality. Well, you are not immortal when breaking a jewel is enough to destroy you forever.
True, but a spear through the heart doesn't end us for good anymore. That makes a huge difference on the battlefront.
Having the privilege to feel death many times. What a gift.
Feeling death but knowing you will see what you love again. Makes it far less cruel, doesn't it?
The scholars call the third rank the collar of the slave. You know that, General, don't you? The fourth rank is the one called the shield of the warrior. But that's not what we were given.
It was explained to me. Also that we can't have children anymore.
Like anyone on any step of that false immortality ladder, the forces of nature don't like to be fooled.
Do you already have children, Captain?
I will never have any of my blood, but all the children of the Empire are mine to love and protect.
I know the oath. I pledged it too. Still, your own children.
It was my choice. I accepted it freely.
Right. Olgarak should be close. Hard to tell with this mist.
Yes, our new home has the reputation for being pretty foggy, all winter long. Lovely.
You came back alone, General. Would this be trust?
Well, you didn't try to kill me last time. I don't see why you would under the current circumstances.
We never spill blood when we don't have to. We respect all lives, including our enemies. I propose we drink the Casa of Peace together, General.
And this is not poison, of course. You are not that desperate, I hope.
I know, Swordbearer, I know. Poisons don't work well on you, and even if they did, you would come back with a vengeance. You are not the only soul bound to the yoke.
The yoke? I am no ox.
You are a soul bound here to work and suffer for as long as your masters see fit. Oxen age and die. In the end, nature grants them a rest that has been forbidden to you. The collar of a slave. Isn't that what your elders call it?
You are a matriarch. Death doesn't finish you either. You are as much a slave as I am.
No, Swordbearer. I am free to drop this yoke whenever I want and resume my natural life. You cannot do that. The elementals are jealous masters.
Look, I didn't come here to discuss philosophy.
No, you came to assert your victory. Drink this and it will be done. Drink it all so as not to insult us.
All right. No. This was strange. Sour. What is it made of?
It's an ancient beverage that we use to pass true knowledge from one generation to the next.
It feels strange now. What's in there?
You can't pass true knowledge merely by teaching or showing. True knowledge is only earned with the real experience of life.
Tell me.
To truly know, you have to see, you have to hear, you have to touch, you have to feel with your soul.
What's in it?
Bront milk, some mushrooms, and my own blood.
What? So far. Light.
Don't fight. Just lie down. Close your eyes. You need to start seeing. You have to save us all now, so you must see. Mycia, the outpost is destroyed.
Good, Eshe. Good. Let's discuss what we do next, shall we? Vannis, you have seen the fight. What do you think?
No masters, no reinforcements. The Shadows didn't care about losing a few bone slaves.
Disposable troops, yes. Now here is my question. Why would the Shadows build weak camps so close to us?
It looked like a bait, a trap, but nothing happened.
True, a trap it was, Eshe. But which animal did they expect to catch?
Knowledge. They wanted to see what we have, what we can send at them. That's what I would have done in their place.
Can you think like the enemy without becoming the enemy, Vannis? Now here is my question. What should you do? What should a huntress of the wild do for the multitude? Tell me first, Eshe. Then I will listen to your sister.
Send all the warriors we have. Crush them. Trample them. Show our blood, our fury, our claws. We must look furious. You think twice before attacking a roaring bear.
You, Vannis, how does your spirit feel? Do you agree?
You have seen us grow up, Mycia. How many times have you seen us agree? I would not give them what they want. This is a trick. They don't care about these camps, nor any other in this region. The Shadows don't care about these bone things. We should ignore them and instead follow their tracks as far as we have to. Discover why they are coming our way.
Identical faces and divergent spirits. You were already like that in your mother's arms. It never changed. As it often is, you are both right. That's why you, Eshe, will lead the packs cleaning the entire forest. While you, Vannis, will gather our best trackers to find out what the Shadows have in mind. Our forest is a treasure, but it bears no riches for the Shadow Masters. Still down the river is Sananroga. We must be careful. The Masters always have plans. If this plan has anything to do with Sananroga, the multitude would be in great danger.
Sananroga? It's a fisherman's village. Why would bloodlords and followers of Levlin want it? Yes, aren't they supposed to be immortals? Nearly gods? They like grilled fish? Or what?
Nolok once said, there are no gods, only arrogant mortals. These masters, deceived and blinded by the Shadows, are indeed extremely arrogant, but also far from stupid. Sananroga is an ancient place where history was buried. What lies in the earth must stay in the earth.
All right. I will walk the northern paths tomorrow at sunset. Mycia, Eshe, goodbye. I am headed to the Redwoods immediately to rally our best trackers. May the spirits of the mothers be with you.
May the leaves guide your path, Vanis. Be extremely prudent. Do only observe from afar. Stay well hidden. The masters are full of hate, cunning, and eyes. Eshe, go speak in my name to all the nearby clans. Tell them what we know. Ask their best warriors and beasts to follow you. Assemble a war pack and bring it back here before the next moon. While you do this, I will walk through the dreams, gathering friends and enemies of our enemies.
May the Great Sleep open its paths to you, Mycia.
May the Great Wake open its paths to you, Eshe.